break above, and then we continue moving up. Let's keep our eyes on GJ too. We're looking at around maybe a 10 pip range on the pound. Might end up getting pound instead of gold, as much as we're focusing on gold right now. This month, we've mainly been executing on GJ. How come you're looking for buys in a strong bear? Because I don't see any sell options. All I see is potential buy ranges. If we move up and price creates some sell confirmation, sell signals, then, you know, we take the sells. I trust in the market. You know, I trust that when the market prints certain structure, that it wants to behave in the way that we're anticipating it to behave. I don't like to think that the market is out to get me. It's like a trust fall. You know, you got to trust where price is telling you it wants to head. Majority of the time, it is the direction the market wants to head, because people like to overcomplicate things. One minute does not really motivate buys. Let's see the 1 minute. If we closed above, we would have gotten a death cross on the 1 minute though. 8 cross to 50. It would motivate it, because you see we have supply. This is accumulation right here, sideways movement. So what happens when we have sideways movement? We then follow through with distribution. So if we got like a 5 minute candlestick close above 23.12, that would also be a distribution play on the 1 minute. And we would get the SMA cross. But in this situation, see, overall, no confirmations for anything. Except this head and shoulders. That's kind of looking nice over here. We got left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Can we get the bearish continuation? Can we get the bearish? You know, if the market was really out to get you, it would be very easy for it to always manipulate. It could always do something like this and then easily just take it down. It could keep just doing more damage than what it's doing right now. So I don't really think there's a shark in the water currently. At least I don't see one. Price is just accumulating orders. Very tight opportunity, but you know, sometimes it's better to execute on these types of trades than not to, because it can get more dangerous. as price continues to develop. If we're already consolidating like this, you basically just don't want to miss out on your entry during the times that you're trading. I don't know how I feel about this range. It's not like the best range, to be honest, on GJ. And master, waiting and sitting on your hands. Gold is ranging, no solid trades until New York open. Could be. We got about 1 hour, 40 minutes until the New York session opens. So in 1 hour, 40 seconds, can we catch though anymore? Because it's already filled up that range. Light work. Man, I think gold looks more like it wants to come down. That head and shoulders is looking a bit vicious. But if it comes down, then maybe we have another go at structure for buys. And then maybe we get some buys here at these areas. But I'm not getting into any sells because, yeah, I'm not too comfortable. You know what would be nice to see as well, chat? Maybe if like we got this candlestick break below support, we got some liquidity sitting underneath here. And then it starts to come back up here. No need to rush looking for trades. Definitely. That is bad, or not having a real trading plan. For sure. You're right, WFX. You are right indeed. You should never rush for trade positions. Don't force it. And if you don't feel good about it, just don't take it. Even if it fits your trading criteria and you don't feel good about it, I think it's best to somehow not take it. But it's harder to say that for a new trader. A new trader wouldn't really know what feels good or wrong. But over time, you build that intuition. For me, I feel good. If we start breaking above 23.12, we'll be crossing above the 15-minute and the 5 SMAs. And the 30-minute and 1 hour SMAs are still a bit far away. And also, I'm trading what I see, you know? Price is consolidating here. Double tops, double bottoms. We got a demand zone down over here. Also got to execute. Another problem people have is execution. They make up all these boogeyman stories in their head that they never execute on a position. Gotta start executing. What if we break resistance? We may come back for a retest and continue down. What if? Did you use Fibonacci as part of your indicator? No. No need to, bro, give me Telegram. Can I buy gold? Is it only me who finds gold more intriguing to trade when it's bearish? No, I love sells. I also really like sells. I see more sells than I do buys naturally. You can see, look at my spreadsheet. These are all sells. Look at last month. Look at how many sells that I had. I have nothing against sells. I love sells. Look at all of these sells here. I have more streaks of selling than I ever do of buying. But that's just because the market is telling me to sell. If the market tells me to buy, then I'm going to buy. Yeah, and sells just seem to work out better. They just fall, you know. It's easier to fall like gravity than it is for price to go up like a rocket. Trading, good morning, good morning. There are actually some traders who only trade either buy or sell positions because it's easy to make stuff up in your head sometimes. And maybe it also just works better. You know, you're going to have traders who just strictly sell and traders who strictly buy because it's just easier for them. Breakout structure on the 1 minute bearish. Let's see if we can get any fake outs there. But yeah, breakout structure on the 1 minute. Can you explain how your trading journal calculate the trades? No, you gotta do it manually. You gotta put it in yourself, but these are the columns here. Risk management is more like if I use my full lot size or half of my lot size. And also if we had an opportunity to manage risk by half on the trade, I'm always looking to cut my risk if possible, even if I have a full lot size by half. Yeah, but sometimes we normally can able to manage risk most of the time, like about 20-30%. But this is full or half is just full lot size or half lot size. Close RR is where I closed. Close pips is where I closed. And close signal RR is, yeah, it's the, what do you call it? It's the signal RR here on the right hand side. See, gold is still moving down. Win rate? I use ChatGPT to help me with the win rate, with the calculations. You can have your journal count the trades automatically. Really? I don't know how to do that. Lovely wellness. Vishu, why are you not answering me? Where's your comment, sir? Where is... Man, I do not see your comment. Notion's also, yeah, Notion's really good for journaling. I shared a video on, I believe Notion's really good for journaling Sunday about how to use Notion on Instagram to journal your trades. It's really good. I got my Notion here opened up as well. Got my trading plan and everything. Oh man, what is going on here? Holy. Oh my days. Got the kiss of death here on the 1 minute. This candle just dumped like 24 pips. Jesus. Look at the way that right shoulder there just bled off. Left shoulder ahead, right shoulder. Price just completely tanked. Oh man. I guess this range here, we're most likely not going to be coming to it anymore. You see, these are so many people got into buys within this area, but with very little confirmation. And now all these buyers here have been liquidated. That's why we always wait for structure. You know, the market, you say, here's the idea. The market should not create the structure that we're looking for TFX concepts if it doesn't want to go in that direction. So I put my trust in the market and I just listened to what it has to say. In this scenario, we didn't get any confirmations. You know, this was initially the first move we wanted to catch, but even this candlestick didn't break the highs. So I trust the market. When there's no shocks in the water, it's so much better to trust the markets. Otherwise, you know, all of these trades here, I could have easily second guessed myself because some of them were really counter trends. Yeah, price is moving down. Also depends on your strategy, you know. If your strategy doesn't tell you to counter trend, then don't. You said you love sells, why don't go sells? Because there's no entries, guys. There's no entries for me. Just because the market is moving doesn't mean that I could have caught this. Should I go for short position? What the hell, man? Don't use those words in the chat. But yeah, it's already too late for sells. Nah, man, I gotta put you in timeout for that. Actually, I don't know where my mods are today. Goldie breaking. Yes. Did anybody catch the gold sells right now? Anybody catch gold sells? Anyone in the chat? Got a 25 pip dump there. Me? Ah, nice. Send in a chart here onto Discord. Let's see your position. Oh, nice. Z-Lord caught a sell position here. Stop loss above that area. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Because if we started to break above that zone, and this is the thing I like about this chart here. Let's switch it up. Is because you see here the stop loss makes so much sense here because, you know, if price started to break above that area that initially we're looking for buys, there's going to be a higher probability that this position could be more drawdown because that's when the buy confirmations are going to be coming in. That's when the buyers are going to be coming in. We had that clean range on the left-hand side. If you ask me, I think your entries were a bit soon. You're still trading within this general range. It was kind of like 50-50. You had a better shot when we started to break the 1 minute structure down over there. Someone in the chat was also calling it out. That was also part of, it could have been part of a TFX concept if you wanted to execute on, but I was just looking for shotgun plays right now. But that ended up playing lovely in any case. There was a bit of accumulation here, and then you got the distribution. You got a really big push. And that's what we're most of the time anticipating anyway with the console plays on the 1 minute time frame. You know, we're always looking for that big volume. So yeah, let's just paper trade, see what would have happened. Stop loss would have been here. If you know, you know. Ooh, you guys notice we got a bit of drawdown risk management there because you could have reduced it from 7.7 pips down to about like 2.7 pips and even scaled into this position, risking the same amount you would have up here, but making your position stronger if you still wanted to leave a runner or just like maximize your gains. And then that would have been the overall RR of the position. It kind of shifts. You get it? Main stop loss, reduce risk stop loss, you add in more lots, shift the RR. So I think only people in mentorship who've been through the 4-day bootcamp and you've really gone through it will see exactly what I'm talking about here. As part of everything we have in the videos, managing risk, console entries, amazing trade. But for me right now, I think I gotta wait a bit longer. I gotta see if price can come down, create some more structure, and then I'm still looking for buys, chat. I just need to see if I can get my entries. Oh, we just hit 20k subs. Nice. W chat. W chat. Amazing, guys. Yeah, thanks everybody for the 20k likes. TFX to the freaking moon. Man, this community here is growing so fast because I feel like we provide so much value here. And there's so many ways we try and, you know, avoid all these whips in the market and giving out advice and stuff. So yeah, thanks. W chat, W chat, W chat. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Let's go. Let's freaking go. And we just got off some like really nice win streaks there too. Let's see if we can keep the same energy for the rest of the month here. If we can keep going, we got 2 more weeks to end off this month. So I still want to catch some really banger trades. Yeah, and we don't have so many red folders left for the remainder of these 2 weeks. So it should be smooth sailing. You know, yesterday's loss was kind of annoying. It was literally at the break-even point. I just needed price to move 0.1 pips to put my stop loss at break-even. 0.1 pips. Buy a new phone? I don't know. I've had this phone for such a long time and it does the job, you know. It does the job. I don't really... Yeah, I still even use the old ringtones. Like, if you call me on my phone, it's kind of like the old ringtone that I don't know how to simulate it. But it sounds like very low-key. I think we could go for reversal right now. I think if you go for a reversal right now, price would just be selling off. And essentially what you're doing is just catching a falling knife. So it's going to be more risky. How to manage a multiple trades? I personally don't like to have risk on multiple trades. So if I get 2 trade setups on GJ and gold, I just stick to one. I'm currently trying to learn how to trade. Recently been watching you every day, learn a little, keep up the good work. Thanks, man. Yeah, every day you just kind of learn little bits and pieces for sure. And in the end, it's just gonna make sense. Like, things are just gonna click more. I think you just have to adjust your eyes to how I see the markets if you're trying to trade similar to me. But I think the way I trade is so simple. I don't think like anybody who has experience with trading would find a hard time to decipher how I trade. Hey, Tushar, thanks for the dono. Man, 5 months in, let's go 12 months. OG mod. Congratulations for the 20k subs. Next target 100k. Thanks, mate. Tushar with the super chat. I think we could go for a reversal. Are we in sells? No. Looks like there is a supporting trend line on the 1 hour on gold. Let's see. 1 hour, 1 hour. What are we looking at? We got a 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be the supporting trend line then, if price was to come all the way down over there. unless you got another one, but you got to send in a chart. Yep, I took it too. Ooh, nice. Did you actually? Oh yeah, that's okay, it's a little bit earlier than TFX concept entries, but yeah, still good.
200 rupees through super chat. Congratulations for 20k subs. Next target 100k. Smiley face.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. What motivates you to do live stream trade and share your view with others? You see, when you just have value to provide, at some point, I think that's just what the whole idea behind the channel is. It's just to provide a community of traders who can, you know, have a good discipline behind trading, and we can just share like very nice value. So make sure you join the Discord community here too. And I've always been part of community trading ever since I started trading, because, you know, trading can be a lonely game if you're just doing it yourself. But if you do it with others, you can learn a lot more and a lot faster. Yeah, it's fun. I already got a playbook, so it's not too difficult for me to do it on live stream. So I figured, why not build a community here? And I got tired of seeing 100 pip stop losses, to be frank, because like, come on now. Like, what has changed? Because when I started trading, people didn't used to trade like that. And I feel like that's just such a crazy way of trading, because I don't know, man. The risk management is just not there. 100 pips stop loss with like just a few pips take profit. It's so different from when I was learning in 2020. So different. But it's also methods which I feel have not really lasted long enough for people to fully put their trust into, because I feel like a lot of people see the value in having a good RR position. Even if you do have negative trades, the important thing is that your trade can at least hit a decent return on investment. Because we're not trading stocks here. There's no reason to go full port. You know, you're a day trader. Your account is at risk from Monday to Friday trading like full port. Even if you see that video of Q Banks flipping, I think he flipped 200k to around, like, in the end it was a total of 700k. He made about like a 500k profit. He wouldn't trade like that all the time, and that's why he had the YouTube video, because it's not a position he would always be full porting as a day trader. But I feel like most people kind of are gravitating towards this full porting idea, which, man, it is freaking risky, bro. It is so risky, because usually you only need like about maybe a maximum of 5 losses from when the account starts. GJ, higher time frame, buy or sell? GJ is nothing here, just moving sideways. That was a 20k dump. Let's go. 20k subs dump, 30 pips. You see, like, look at this chat. I took a loss yesterday. I made it back today already with just my usual lot size. I didn't change anything. I used the same lot size, the same way I trade. I just held my trade for a bit longer, not even that much longer. It was just 14.4 pips, and I made back the loss, and I'm in profits. Then taking a loss that clears all of this out, and then you have to think whether to revenge trade or to over risk. I just kept the risk the same. So risk reward does matter. You know, it's just about when to use it that really counts. If you use it to over risk, I just kept the risk the same. So risk reward does matter. You know, it's just about when to use it that really counts. If you use it too often, you might have more losing trades, but you have to have the option to get you out of a sticky situation. I like to get my small scalps. Don't get me wrong, I really do. But when I need it, at least I have the option to do it without doing anything crazy. But if I was to just scalp, you know, it would still take me only 2 trades theoretically to bring it back to normal in any case. So I think these are just really small details that sometimes people overshadow when they see something like this. Oh, wait, sorry. When they see something like so many greens like this, it's so easy to forget about the type of risk that you're actually taking. Yo, Tetra, could you freeze row 1 to keep it in there when scrolling? How do I freeze row 1? Row 1, I don't know. It's kind of a big spreadsheet. I'm trying to keep as much information here. I had losses last Freaky Friday and do the revenge trade. Guess what? That punished me. I literally correcting myself and started improving much better since then. Yes. Oh, we got the trend line bounce. Okay, so that's the same one I was also sort of referring to. As you got 1, 2, 3, 4. They're expecting some sort of reversal. You see, this is really nice over here. Because if I start to get my entry confirmations, TFX concepts, then I could use this as additional confluence as well. So we would have a trend line bounce there. It's right here. Right here, chat. And then we have a potential maybe like 30 pip range. But holy, today we're down about negative 0.48% on gold. GJ is plus 0.13%. So GJ really hasn't moved too much. I took the break and retest, $550 booked. Perfect. Done for the day. Nice, man. Oh, where are you heading to, Goldie?
Why are you running?
You got a lot of buyers being whipped right now. Even if I look at price action since the pre-London sells, there has not been very many. There has no confirmation. There's been no shotgun play. No shotgun valid buy entry since pre-London sells over here. So you see, it's not like the market is out to get you. If it was out to get you, you'd probably be getting more of those entries. But we have 0 TFX concepts entries yet for buys. So we still have to wait. Going to the bank, counting the blessings. Bank it up. Man, I love to see people do well here in trading. It's not a competition about who has the most money or the biggest positions. It's all about the skill at the end of the day. You could be just catching the same exact positions as the person you look up to. It's just they have bigger account size. That's it. Nice. How long did it take you to become profitable and a full-time trader? Just a bit over a year. Just a bit over a year. There was a live stream trader who did challenge from $20 growth to 1,000. I never see him. It's almost, let me tell you something, chat. It's almost impossible to grow a $200 account, for example, to like, you know, some people claim $1 million or like even $100,000 with proper risk management. It's very, very difficult. It's not that it's not possible. It's just you got to take really big risks. Yeah, it's not really good. I think the best thing to do is to get funded. Honestly, that's what I did as well. I got a 50K account, and those little percentage gains, man, they were so much good. Like to about 2%. I was risking around 1 to 2% per trade, and also trying to hit some high RRs, but at the same time managing my risk. And then you take the profits from the funded account, you put it in your personal account. That's the best way to do it with as much low risk as possible than trying to compound like $200 account. Or even a $1,000 account. Pause DMs here. Bro, can you check my GJ trade? Oh, we got GJ sells. So you're selling like a John Wick. You got some wick entries there at the highs. 1, 2, 3. I just got a sneak peek on GJ. It doesn't look too good. It's coming up again. Why is your stop loss there though? It's kind of a bit of a tight stop loss, no? If you're just gonna sell like a John Wick, then you'd rather have your stop loss above this area. And then retarget these lows. Because you could have an instance like this where it can just spike you out and not break that wick. And then come back down here. Maybe we start to get signals on gold in a bit. Then we gotta see how the stop loss is gonna look. If it's gonna be too big, or what are we gonna do? What do we do? Man, but chat, you know, if we get our entry signal for the buys and they do end up playing out, that's going to be a very, very nice position because we're anticipating some sort of retracement soon, especially on the higher time frame. So you could get a pretty good probability because even this range itself is about 38 pips. So quite a big range to fill up. Cha-ching. What funded account broker did you use? FTMO. I like how y'all is saying 20 pip SL is too big, but most people would dream of that kind of stop loss. Yeah, it's because I feel like here's the thing. Yeah, if you trade on the 15-minute plus, you're usually gonna get a 20 pip stop loss. It's only because I think a lot of people don't really like to trade maybe the 5-minute or the 1-minute, because realistically speaking, this is the only area you can get a, you know, like a 15 pip stop loss, 7 pip, 5 pip. But people don't trade them. And there's no such thing as a safe time frame. Nothing here is safe. It's all risky. The 4, the 1 hour, the 30, the 15. I trade the 5-minute. I like to get stuck in properly and have good pushes and tight stops. So it could sound impossible for people, but we have like 5 pip stop losses sometimes on gold. This was like 7 pip, I guess. This was 6 pip. This was a 6 pip stop loss. Gold sells. 1 minute time frame. So, you know, the way I think about it, it's easier if you get stuck into a good position, because I'm just trying to get, as traders, we're just trying to get to point A, from point A to point B as quickly and as safe as possible. Because the longer you're stuck into the market, the more risky it actually is. You know, if you're trading on the 4-hour time frame, the 1-hour time frame, because you're giving yourself a lot of exposure to macros, to scheduled fundamentals, and maybe just a change in character in the market for whatever reason. You're way more opened up. For us, you know, we're in and out of positions within, I guess, like around 10 plus minutes. Because trading is kind of like robbing a bank, you know, you gotta have like a small window of opportunity to make your money and then get out. And then you come back again, you get out. You come back again, you get out. So that's essentially what we're trying to do. If you stay in the bank for too long, you're obviously going to get caught. Gonna get caught with your pants down. That's why they say that if you don't manage your risk, then Warren Buffett says you're gonna know who's been swimming naked once the tide goes out. But Warren Buffett focuses more on stocks. So yeah, with the stock market, it's a bit different as well. In terms of entry opportunities, you should have really good entries in the stock market so you can survive the times when price is coming down. But most people, they get into really bad entries and they have no stop loss, and that's how you know who's been swimming naked when the tide goes out. So you see, by the time this is all done and we keep moving up, people already blown their accounts from here to here. I mean, trading can be very complicated if you want it to be. Especially when you trade on a higher time frame scale like this. I think the way you manage risk can be a bit different in certain instruments like the stock market. You know, maybe you don't get full positions here. Maybe you scale into positions as it's going into drawdown because you're always trying to get a better price. So instead of just going full port here, you can just break your risk into bits and pieces. Tetra take a look at the 4-hour on gold. I think it just created a bottom wick. Wait, I'll hold most of my positions overnight. Let me read some of the chat here. Should I buy now? No. Try to see if we got some good questions. What's your strategy? Price action. Candlestick behavior. One question, does market pairs correlate like when USD CAD falls? With USD CAD, you want to be paying more attention to the oil. So if there's a high demand of oil, then the Canadian dollar should increase in strength. Daily liquidity taken. Let's see if gold breaks up. All right. Complete trash on GJ though. This is whip central. I hope your sells play out. We got someone here in sells at supply. Scalp is like robbing a bank. Yes. The security will notice you if you hang too long. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If you hang around, if you're not ready, man, you gotta mismanage your position. That's why some people, they can't use a mental stop loss. Because if they get into buys here and price starts to go against them and you get like a very violent move, for example, like this, man, no stop loss or mental stop loss becomes no stop loss. And you're going to see price just keep going because you're just trying to test price. People like to test the market a lot. They'll say, okay, let me just wait a bit. Let me just wait a bit. Surely it's coming back. Oh, it's got to come back. At this point, you're like, damn, I can't even accept closing this position anymore. And it just keeps going and it just keeps going. So you got to build discipline. You know, if you're not using a hard stop loss, make sure you exit as soon as it hits that on TradingView. We're creating a resistance here in about 2 minutes, so this is nice. This is kind of what I want to see here. And we got a nice range on the 30-minute. We got a nice range on the 1 hour time frame, so it's going to look good to come up. 30-minute SMAs are way above. 15-minute SMA, we still got some time to catch up. Hopefully on the signal, we close at 5 SMA. And we can use that as confluence for price to move up. I'd like to get a gold position today. I don't think we, like, GJ is just not looking too good. So probably get gold buys. Hey, Rainsy, good morning, good morning. Hope your exams are going well. Taking early reversals. Congratulations, you're now liquidity for the market. Still feeling good about gold buys, but gonna wait for on that structure? Yes. Let's see, like 30-minute time frame. All right, so if you're looking at the structure here, let's say we zoom out a bit more. So, oh, wait a second. This is actually not too far off. Let me see how the 5-minute there is looking. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Anyway, but if you're looking at the higher time frames, there should be still some room here for price to move down towards like support 30-minute, about like 25 pips. You kind of have a support area here. Also on the 1 hour time frame, just to keep that in mind. But you see, this is looking much nicer as we're coming down and down towards like support areas like this, and we start to get confirmation candles close above 2300. Man, we should get a better chance of moving up as well the closer we are to structure, but even this would be fine for me. Because what that could essentially be is catching a fake out too. Because if we just created a new low over here, get some confirmations, you could see price come back within that range. It's a bit of speculation, so I just like to trade what the market gives me. And right now, all I can say is once we close above this area, we have a 30 pip range. 30 pip range to fill up. And this is the first time, this would be the first time since the pre-London session that you get a 5-minute candlestick close above resistance and then break the previous 5-minute highs to continue running up towards our profit target there. And this range is big. You know, it's already happened once before in the pre-London, but that range was really tiny. It was all the way up here. Yeah, here. But this range was only about like 7.8 pips. But this range is way much more, it's worth taking the risk. You know, the risk appetite here will be increased more. Yeah, because I think that's how we like to look at the markets, correct? We just want to think of it in terms of humans, because humans to some extent are the ones making these moves happen in the market. There's a lot of human psychology in the way these candlesticks here are printing. Really well, thanks for asking, Vic. Perfect. Well, gold doing big sideways since early month. True, we've just been moving sideways here. I actually wanted to see price move up, but yeah, we're still like hanging around this area. We're kind of breaking into another sideways consolidation. You know, we have this whole area, and we have another area down over here. That I think we might hold that area a bit longer before we get any more bigger moves, either to the upside or the downside. Come on, Goldie. All you gotta do is close above 2300. See, and that's a thesis here, chat. It wouldn't close this level if it really didn't want to continue moving up either. And let's see it come down. We're approaching that 1 hour support. So if we tap into this area, that would also look good on the lower time frame. But this is how you would avoid catching a falling knife, just waiting for a bit more structure. Can you give me your thoughts on Discord real quick? Yeah, let's have a look. What do we got? Still no close above to push higher. Yes. Man, why is GJ really struggling there? I feel like the sellers are trying to push the pound down, but the buyers are really forcing issues here. There's a lot of liquidity potentially sitting up above this wick. It's a fight between buyers and sellers on GJ. Goldie's moving smooth, like nothing is getting in the way of gold right now. These buyers have no chance. See how much that daily candlestick here is pushed. Looking at around 192 pips. So if we were to continue moving down bearish, we have a good amount of pips left on the daily. You know, like maximum 300 pips, I would say. On any given day, that price can move between like 400 to 500 pips. But we're coming down towards daily support. I think that would also look good on the lower time frame as we're getting our buy confirmations. We have a daily support area here. Because markets can't move in one direction forever. Even if it's just a tiny release, that's going to be more than enough for us to get into a position and get out. And then maybe during the NY Open in about 55 minutes, then it gets a continuation for sells. This would also be nice here if we form like a double bottom and start to create some more structure. Let's draw our line over here. 2308. Anything on GJ? Nothing. Nothing on the pound. What do you mean by backtesting? Man, if you don't know what backtesting is, I think the stream could be very advanced for you right now. One minute double bottom looks like sells again, making nice liquidity. Looks like, looks like we're accumulating again. We just broke into accumulation phase over here. We got double bottom, double tops. Now I just wait for entries. Oh, could it be on this candle, chat? Could we get it on this candlestick? We're back in here again. Hello, folks. We're back here again. This time, we're trading at 2308, and we're waiting for the same thing we waited for up here. Down over here. If you look at the 15-minute, it looks good. There's a bit of room until that 15-minute SMA, though. So I'd prefer if we get stuck in with a bit of space between that 15-minute SA. I don't wanna have a situation where I'm gonna have to where we're gonna reject that 15-minute SMA and then price starts to come down. Still, at the end of the day, price action is king. So the SMAs are just gonna be there as confluence. But as we're moving up over here, I'm just going to mark out my potential buy. So this is not a buy position. I repeat, this is not a buy position. Okay, I'm just putting my stop loss. I'm just seeing how the trade was gonna look like before I get stuck in. So I'm just waiting now. Because sometimes you see that price just moves really quickly. And I wouldn't have time to get stuck in properly. So this kind of helps me think better. Right, are we together? Because now I can see that stop losses are on. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another weekly breakdown. Without much further ado, we're just going to jump straight into the charts and see some of the trades that we took here this week and basically what we have in store for us for the week coming up ahead. So this was the last trade here we took on Friday. Now, the whole idea behind this trade is we're always looking for clean traffic on the left-hand side and we're looking for our levels of resistance. Now, in this scenario, our entries were going to be at the 14.8 pips. I'm just going to have just pushing up. It's going to invalidate my trade. We're literally on the fringes of when I would consider this to be valid. We are on the fringes. Man, alright, so that's it. Fucking hell. No entry confirmations for me. I have a good feeling that this is it. This is the move and the retracement that we're looking for. But there's still range, you know, that's a good thing. Depending on how this candlestick is now going to be behaving, we still got about 20 pips. Let's see what happens. Man, and we got the new fresh hourly candlestick too. That was such a amazing area here to get into buys because you see how young the hourly candlestick is. So we got a lot of fresh volume in it. Man, on to the next. go in. That's like impulse entry. Impulse entry would be like the break of these highs. But I'm just waiting for some more confirmations. Not the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music. Trading is like robbing international bank all around the world. Yes, sir. We're robbing the gold reserves right now. We're gonna be buying some gold against the US dollar. Wait to break the wick if you like, or even more confirmation. Yeah, we're coming up to that wick. We still haven't yet broken it. See how precise markets are? We just paused right there, 0.2 pips away from breaking it. This is it. This is what I wanted to see here, guys. And then get this candlestick, break the previous highs to continue running bullish. But at this point, stops are going to be way too fat for me. That would be around like 27 pips. Or actually like 25.8. Which app is this? TradingView. Which broker am I using? IC Markets. I wouldn't advise on buys. Okay. My strategy would advise on buys. So what do we do? Bro, I just thought Logic stopped trading and stopped rapping and started trading. Frank Sinatra. There's liquidity down there. Still coming back to take out the liquidity. Minimum deposit IC Markets, I think it's about $200. But you know, the good thing is you're at least with a regulated broker, a very trustworthy regulated broker. $200. Oh, look at the way the SMAs here look. Look a bit weird, huh? We haven't seen SMAs look like this in I can't even remember the last time I saw this kind of fork look on the 8 and 50. But GJ has been acting quite strange here. We need to finally break away from these areas to get any GJ positions. Why some government economies suck? Because their trading skills are bad. And that's what government banks do, you know. Your local banks, they're all trading your money and loaning it out to people and charging interest and making money off that. I think doing that is the safest way than trading in the market, but they also trade in the market. Why are you not taking trade on gold? Stop loss was too big. So I'm still anticipating that price will create a resistance here. Or actually maybe here. We still have room. Got about 19 pips. So we get this candlestick close bullish, next candlestick closes bearish, then we're gonna see with the structure how we do it. Because essentially at that point, we're just creating new higher highs from here to here, and I'm anticipating that price will continue moving up. I like the way we were also down over here by that daily support area. This is really nice. I got a tiny bottom wick. Someone says there's no bottom wick. I got a little baby bottom wick there. Also on that one, there's another small, really tiny bottom wick on both of those two. Isn't it beautiful, chat? Isn't this candle here just looks so amazing? Imagine what could be going on within this candlestick right now. Such a small thing, but it makes a big difference in people's lives. Giving people profits, giving some people a negative, some drawdown. A lot of emotions are going on here. Some people are happy it's in profit, some people are scared it's in drawdown. And I think this is like hyper trading. This is type of trading that only robots can really do. Where, you know, they're always opening and closing positions, opening, closing positions. Also like hedge funds and big institutions using these robots. But as a human trader, you can't really do anything that quickly. Plus, as a retail trader, man, the spreads are gonna be a really big problem there for that kind of scalping. Yeah, let's zoom out. Let's see the 1 minute time frame. What happened here? Why were people talking about our liquidity sweep? You should send in a chart onto Discord. Because this kind of looks like there was a bit of a manipulation of sorts, or rather shark in the water, just by how quick that reversal was on the 1 minute. You can see just straight bullish candlesticks taking out these highs. Oh, nice one, Rico. And we got your GJ, it's still moving up. It's finally broken above that wick. Still got 15 pips. It's not over yet. Obviously, this 1 hour candlestick is a bit extended now, but I would still take the buys if we get some structure. About 50-minute resistance point that we're approaching, but the 30 still looks clean. The 1 hour still looks clean. You know what else would look good is if we get the sell continuations. So I'm not too hung up on my buys, but if the market starts to print some sell confirmations, we also would have a decent range. Actually, you know, at a moment like this, I'd prefer the sells than the buys, but we still got the 30-minute open. At least that one's about to close in about 5 minutes. Give us some 30-minute range. Those who don't know backtesting and trading view, please do not spam retail traders. This was my Goldie shorts this morning. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. If you want to keep track, a bit more track of the trades and everything, you can follow me on Instagram. Let me just send in my link. So there's a really nice, we kind of broke it down quickly.
This is IC markets. I'm currently in some gold short positions. You know, we got a resistance area up here. Price is coming down on the new hourly candle open. I want to secure around 849 bucks over there, 839 bucks. Really nice entries. You know, I got slipped 1.5 pips. I was meant to get in the break of those lows. Price pulled all the way.
It gave me positive slippage on this because when I hit the sell button, it was grayed out on my MT5. So the price had broken and quickly shot back up, and then the candlestick had closed. So I managed to get a better entry there. So slippage can sometimes work good in your favor. I got about 1.5 pips extra on that move. And this is a signal that we took this morning. Yeah, it was a really nice trade. Really nice trade. How long do you trade a day? Like, what's your maximum trading hours? Usually the pre-London session, I want to trade for about 2 hours. And then I'm going to trade London into New York, depending on how long it takes us to get our setup. You see, like today, it's kind of taking us a while because GJ is also not moving. It's just kind of consolidating. So this is removing the probability more that I get a trade earlier because I'm mainly relying on one instrument now, which is gold. But gold is still looking good. If we can still create structure and get some sell continuations, man, I think even trading with a trend, I would feel a lot better. Because this range here, it's already pretty much getting mopped up. You know, we don't have too much of it left. Only about 14 pips and we're just still skyrocketing. This candle here kind of invalidated it for us. But that's pretty much the move that we wanted to catch. You can see it's the only move even that we had a retracement worth catching since the pre-London. This is when we caught ourselves over here in the video. So since the pre-London session, we've just been selling off. That's the only buys so far. Melt GJ. No wonder we're consolidating, yeah? Because if you look at GJ's daily time frame, got all these wicks. I booked 50 GDP in this buy. Let's see. Is your stream clock wrong? No, sir. No, sir. Let's see what else we got. $15-minute FVG sells.
We don't do that here.
Yeah, if I see some really dumb comments in the comment box, I'm just gonna put you on timeout. because I really frankly don't have time for people who look for problems and solutions. Those are the most annoying people in the world. You know, you give them a solution, but they say, no, but this and that. And you give them another solution and they're like, no, but you know this. And like, those are just the most annoying people. I started to use Fib for big clips and big pushes. It amazes me how precise it can be within the 1 minute time frame if you place it good. Yeah, I mean, the Fib is really nice to anticipate retracements, but you usually want to just use it when markets are trending very strong. So for example, on GJ, you wouldn't use a Fibonacci because we're just moving sideways. But I think on gold, you could have probably caught some really nice trades here, maybe on the 5 minute. Let's see, it's been a bit choppy. Yeah, maybe not the best case example for today, but this was one Fib over here, but it pushed a little bit higher up. But I think you got another one here too. From here to here, you see Fibonacci golden zone. And as price just keeps going down and creating new lower lows, you keep dragging your Fib from the high to the push to where the retracement comes. You see, that's two Fib plays in the bag. New low from where the push started to the new low, third Fib in the bag. Three Fib take profits they hit, focusing on just one time frame. Here, you didn't get any because you didn't get the golden zone retracement. Here you did. Look at this, four Fibs in the bag. And it works beautifully when markets are trending. And then if you overuse it, that's what happens. Eventually you take one loss. Then you had a push from here to here. It didn't quite meet the golden zone. And now I think we might be seeing maybe larger time reversals as we're heading into the NY Open. How did you learn your strat, self-taught or teacher? It's mainly to do with how I saw candles moving and what made the most sense. You know, when you do your backtesting, you're going to see certain patterns in the market. They repeat themselves over and over again. So you just build a risk management plan around that. And the strategy itself is quite simple. And it's also based off picking up things here and there, what I learned. That's why I think it's always good to learn as much as possible. Even if you're not going to use it, you will still add on to the knowledge you already have. You know, even it has to do with liquidity sweeps, smart money concepts, FEGs, whatever it is, it's all going to be useful in the end, even if you stop trading FEGs. That's why I use Fibonacci's and head and shoulders and SMAs, but all those are just confluence. It's always good to feel good about your position, right, chat? The more confluence you have, the better you feel about it, the more confidence you build. I've become obsessed with trying to learn trading. Got the demo account on MT5, also thinking about getting funded account. When I have more confidence and knowledge about, I've been looking, oh yeah, definitely. You should only do a funded account when you're profitable. So I would give you at least, you know, Mark Douglas says 25 trades. Check out in 25 trades if you're profitable or not. It's gonna give you a hint for what to expect for the remainder of your journey. But obviously, the longer you are in the market, the better, so you can better understand different market cycles. Let me look at this area. This is done. This has been mopped up here. See this range? All that liquidity sitting here, it's already filled up. So what I want to see is for price to correct this move and for us to get a bearish continuation at this point. Man, but you know, the tricky thing is we got core retail sales at 8:30 and 8:30 is just around the corner. So I have from here to catch a move now. So it's getting tighter and tighter. And I like to trade around the fundamentals. So let's hope we can get some signals very soon. Because once we start hopping into the NY Open, I'm going to be less willing to take a position. Today is a bank holiday here in the USA. Don't think the stock market is open today. Is it really? I thought the bank holiday is on Tuesday. I mean Wednesday. Because you see, got a US dollar bank holiday tomorrow. We don't have anything today. Any tips for getting over the fear of taking trades? I hesitate and talk myself out just about every trade. It's very easy to talk yourself out about getting out of trades, especially if you have too much analysis on the chart. If you got too many zones like this, I'd say the first tip would be reduce the amount of lines you have on the chart, so you can give the market some room to breathe. Second tip, man, just gotta execute. Because trust me, even when you're learning to trade, if you execute, you would at least have learned something from that trade. If it was a loss, you would have learned something. So you just need to get a bit more involved, because the more you take losses, the more you're gonna learn. I guess you gotta change your mindset. What really helped me was accepting the fact that I was a not profitable trader. So every morning I used to wake up and already expect the loss. And when that happened, it didn't really affect me. I was just trying to get a lesson from it. So if you can take one lesson from every one of your losses, that's what's going to count, and that's going to compound over time. And eventually you stop doing all these beginner mistakes and you have less and less and less mistakes as you find the break-even stage. And once you get here where you've like eliminated as much mistakes as possible, it's going to help you break out of it. But it's like a rite of passage, correct? We all have to go through this rite of passage. That's why if you don't have a mentor, you're starting it on your own and you got to go through it. You got to go through it yourself. And provided you're actually willing to learn, then you're going to break out. But you know, some people have problems for every solution, so they'll just get stuck somewhere. And they'll just be looking for problems and they never move in life. But once you start looking and changing your mindset and you keep moving and you keep learning, that's when the breakthrough comes. Oh man, time is moving really slow actually. It's only been 2 hours 47 minutes since we started stream. I thought it was about 3 hours already, because we're close to the NY Open. But I guess it's almost 3 hours. NY Open here in about 20 minutes. And it's not uncommon for me to get a position before we have fundamentals. Sometimes they do come in a bit late. Buy or sell? You didn't reply clearly. All right, sell. Is that clear enough for you, sir? Let's not do any analysis. Let's just hit sell. How do you really see buy? I think we explained it already. And the buys are finished. Now we're looking for sells. London equals manipulation. During the London Open and New York Open, sometimes, yes. But pre-London hours are definitely the less manipulated hours, I would say, in my opinion. Because you don't really got too many people at the offices yet. Dude, I just found you today. Keep up the good work. Thanks, mate. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we got 4 minutes here for this candlestick to close. I'm really hoping we get some sort of support or structure being formed. Get stuck into a position before we get core retail sales. Alton, Morgan, we get it. Thanks. You don't have to keep spamming that in the chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. Does NY seem to be more biased to long or continue short sells? I think it depends on the situation. So if you're getting, let's say if we're getting our entry confirmations here and we're getting stuck in, we're going to be anticipating with our New York Open that we're going to get price head more in our favor. So that's how I would use the session opens as confluence. But sometimes you can see if price starts to break below here and you don't really see any confirmations, what you can usually follow is a fake out. You got like got a fake out. He is a religious man. It's okay to be religious, but you shouldn't shove it in people's faces. It's kind of like being vegan and always talking about, you know, all of these things which people don't really want to hear. Nothing wrong with it, but there's a time and a place for such things. This is not it. Definitely not it. Mate, what is... Or just say it once and, you know, keep it moving. That's okay. Because, you know, it's just the same. Sometimes people feel bad that traders make money when things in the world go to shit. But that's what trading is. Your job as a trader is to react to things to make a profit. You're not here to question why things are happening or have very strong political views. You know, if you get something that's lining up with what your education says and you know how to react. Unfortunately, it is the way it is. You have to some extent put the morals aside if you're trying to make money. You know, when we had Russia-Ukraine, price was moving up. Did you want to sell? If you wanted to sell, I think you're in the wrong profession. All right, so now we're creating a support area over here. And we get a, what is this? 20 pip range. 20 pip range. For buys, maybe if we can come above here. Let's see, that's about 11 pips. I'm going to keep this zone in mind, but I would rather like to see some sells happen. GJ Waterfall. Massive whips. Got a little bit of a fake out situation happen here. Price close above resistance. Completely dumped. Now it's taking out these lows. Man, what an interesting day, you know. Gold has just been moving bearish. We've only gotten two chances so far. There was only but one here and one here to execute. So now I'm waiting for my third probability trade. Could we get it here is the question. But that's it. That's all that I've been seeing. There's been some consolidation plays, but we're not trading the consolidation plays right now. And on GJ, it's been nothing. So very few opportunities to make money. I'm gonna set an alert. Yuveni, FOREX, thanks. I don't see us sweeping that again before US market open though. I want to see sells. I don't want to see this hourly candle continue moving bullish because we've already pushed up, I think, about 40, 50 pips. And you know, with sells, it's much easier for price to sell off. And if we start to break above here, I don't know if... You see, as we're approaching the New York session, price is going to want to pick a place to range, correct? So if we start to break above here, that's creating a new structure. I don't know if the probability here might not be the best. Because prior to fundamentals coming out, I'd rather see us just trade between here and the support that we created down over there. I think it definitely should be part of your trading plan to add in like a section which just kindly reminds you, sorry, that that your emotions should also be somewhat in the trading plan. So you could say something like, all right, for me, I have it saying, take the trade if you feel good about the structure. So it always just kind of reminds me that I'm not a robot and that I can have a decision to some extent because I've trusted myself for the 4 years to make the right decisions. So I don't know how I feel about these buys, but I want to get these sells as quickly as possible. Retail sales bullish or bearish for USD? Core retail sales is neutral. Retail sales is bullish. So we should see bearish gold. Again, that's also lining up with my bearish thesis here and where we currently are at in the market. Oh wow, Goldie, are we really pushing up there now? See the 30-minute? Man, the 30-minute actually looks really clean though to continue driving up. Got about 30 seconds for this candlestick to close. It could still close above this resistance point. There's about like 11.7 pip range. Damn, if we didn't have core retail sales, I'd feel a bit better about these buys. Stop loss. Oh, okay. All right, so the market invalidated it for me. All right, thank you. Phew. You know, sometimes when you make such decisions like this and you end up missing the trade, it does feel good, but I feel good when it doesn't feel good. But I feel good that the market has just invalidated it for me. So it just made my job a bit easier there. See how high pushed up in the last few seconds. No more range. Getting tight, man. That window of opportunity is really getting tight here. The next possible entry for buys is probably going to be above like 23.15. So we're still kind of ways away from it. So it's about like 27 pips away from this resistance point. But also you might have a situation where price retraces and then gives it to you. Anyway, I got my alerts ready. At least GJ, you see, if GJ was moving from the start, it would have been much easier to find opportunity because we would have something else to look at. Now GJ has finally created us some range. Got about 37 pips there. GJ shouldn't be affected with core retail sales. Although sometimes you see a bit of ripple effects, it should be more focused on gold, if anything, or any currency with a US dollar. Done, plus 10 pips GJ sell, impulsive fake out. Oh, nice. Do you use buy stop and sell stop during high impact news? No, we just trade off like if there's 10 seconds on the clock, you pick a direction, which is most of the time economic calendar does well to sort of consolidate the direction for you. But it's always nice if you can do a bit of DD. And 10 seconds before you get the fundamental release, that's when we typically would execute. That way you can avoid the slippage and, you know, the spread. You can get stuck in nicely. If you get a buy and sell stop, sometimes you get triggered on both. Or you get really big slippage. Just booked 30 pips, $26 done. What is this? GJ sells. Oh yeah, that was my first entry point. You're right. We were back at the first entry point. So the 15, the 30 minute. Oh, we're getting a nice little corrective move here. Getting a little bit of mirror price action. You can see left-hand side, price is mirroring it down, probably targeting like the support area. Gold buy, I told you to watch too. The people who are saying the book profits in future, you can give us a heads up before the market moves, because it doesn't make sense when market moves and all of a sudden everybody's in profit. Well, what does that mean? Put in your Discord, your analysis here on Discord before and after. Because, yeah, it's quite repetitive. You know, you get a big move, someone says it made 50 pips, 100 pips, and they say, I told you. What? Doesn't make sense. Put like a very nicely labeled chart for all of us to see. This is my entry. This is the reason I'm entering. My stop loss, my take profit. Perfect. Damn it, I closed gold buy earlier now. I would exit with $12,000 profit. Oh, damn. Can I trade FTMO account of a friend in another country? I'm not sure. We also broke the trend line in the 5 minute. Let's see. I'm waiting for GJ, if anything here, guys. I think Goldie it's slipping off my radar a bit more. That looks good, right? We're at our resistance point right now. So I want to see some rejections off that resistance point. Maybe grab a quick little scalp here. My stop loss will just be above, somewhere around there. And we got a 26 pip drop. Could be quite decent. You know, I want to see like this candlestick here close bullish and then reject this area. That'll be the most ideal thing. See next bearish candlestick spike up, and then we can come down like this. Scoop away with some profits before core retail sales. We don't really got too much time here. It's gonna be a very tight heist. Same time, I got my eyes on GJ. Critician. Vic is a critician. Critician now. What's that? A critic? Managed to break even on the breakup on gold, calling it a good day. All right, so I think we're gonna get our entry setups on the next 5-minute candlestick. Let's see how these candlesticks here close, chat. I'll be right back. I gotta go take a leak because if anything, we should be getting it here in the next 5-minute candlestick. All right, guys, we're back. Remember to drink some. Okay. So GJ again, still nothing. We got the New York session open up. Perfect. So you know, if we get the New York session here, it's open, and we start to close below support, I think that's gonna be a additional confluence for the sells. This candlestick can move really quickly, so you gotta lock in. You already gotta lock in. Let's start locking in already. Let's start locking in already. Stop loss would just be above, like, here. Get it. Oh no. Okay, so got about 15. I'm gonna be going half risk on this. I'm gonna be going half risk. Just my 2.8. All right, so that looks good. Now we got about 3 minutes for this candlestick to close. I don't know if we're gonna close now. We still have those SMAs to catch up to, but we want to be ready when it does happen. So I'm waiting for this candlestick to close. Okay, don't get into any positions. I am personally waiting for this candlestick to close. Very tight opportunity today. Really tight opportunity. Got 30 minutes until the core retail sales. So I went a bit lower on my lot size too. Plus I don't want to give away profits that I made already today. All right, let's see. 2 minutes. Can we close this support area? Let's make sure everything is looking steezy. Yeah, it's about like maybe around a 1 to 2 RR position. I'm gonna be looking for around $100 on this move. Let's see what happens. Gotta be locked in. This whole thing can switch up in the last 10 seconds. We can even close above this line up here, you know? But right now it's looking good for sells. All right, let's see. Everything looks good. $26-27 pip range. $50 seconds on the clock. Are we in sell now? No. No. I want this candlestick to close before taking any positions. I need to see. You see, the thing I like about this trade position is also we're rejecting this area over here. See, we got multiple rejection wicks. Overall volume today is bearish. We're down about negative 0.26%. Man, we got 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Come on, Goldie. Don't do a Judas trick, because what could also happen is this candlestick is going to close above 23.12 and the next candle is going to open up and just bleed without any entry confirmations. Oh, man. Nothing yet. Yeah, no confirmations. GJ is still moving up too. Oh man, it looks so good. Why didn't you close 23.12? Need to give this candle here a whip. Now, you know, this is a point in trading where you have to accept the fact that you might miss on this trade. It's going to be better than impulse entering at the break of these lows to come down. So just already accept the fact that this candlestick at this point now can just do this. But that general rejection zone is looking juicy. So we got 3 minutes, 40 seconds. We need an in and out heist because the clock is ticking here. We only have about 25 minutes until core retail sales. But so far, I'm not seeing any shark in the water. So price action is looking good. I'm not seeing too many manipulation going on. Someone press sell. No, sir.
We don't do that here.
Gold holds near 1 month low. Gold pared earlier gains to trade near 23.10 per ounce market on Tuesday, not far from the over 1 month low of 22.90, touched on June 4th. Yeah, definitely. There's no FOMO time. Especially look at your day already. If you're up for the day or not up for the day. To gauge whether you want to really take this trade or not. It's a quick one. It's a quick little... It's not the most stress-free position, I'll tell you that. Gauge where you're at. All right, so I'm not getting in. I'm just getting my stop loss ready. So we have to go back into zone mode. I'm not getting in. I'm just getting my stop loss ready. Because I need to be able to calculate my pips. You know, we manage risk before anything else here. I'd even miss a move if I'm still managing risk. I wouldn't just hit the button. So I'm looking at about, what, 10 point, just 1 pip above here. Okay. All right, so definitely cutting my lot here in half again. Don't you bleed, Goldie, don't you bleed here in the last few seconds. And when you do it, you better mean it. We got one minute here left. Price is still pushing down. Holy, this thing is still moving.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Oh man, guys, it's really pushing down here. But we still have, at the maximum entry, we would still have about 20 pips anyway. Got about 25 seconds there. $16. Okay, perfect. So when the next candlestick breaks these lows, I'm gonna be stuck into my position. See, we're kind of avoiding a potential liquidity sort of spike. If it's gonna be a fake out, then price has no business breaking these lows if this is gonna be a fake out. Correct? We're making a top wick, break the previous lows, clean range down towards this level of support. We should be good to continue coming down. creating a top wick. Man, I really wish we didn't have the core retail sales right now. It's already breaking above the highs, huh?
اه والله. طيب تمام. أنا أول مادة في 2314 46 40. اه تمام. يعني أخدت لي سبعة لل 2315. ماشي يعني 6 بيض. بس أنا كذاب أنا ما بحب. يعني سليبج وكمان سلامة خير. بس أنا كده بحب الباوند يعني. لا لا لا. شوف شوف السبايك شوفي. إيه ضرب بس سبايك سبايك. يا أخبار. سبايك شو. طب ما هو سبايس، ايش اعمل؟
Do you know how to trade, but you don't have enough money to make a living out of it? Then our Then our Then our Then our
You also have resistance up here. So depending on where we close in the next 7 minutes, we either have a potential wick to fill or we have this like closure below. And then I would expect the next candle to do something like this.